What's up, guys? Sky Rain here, and today I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about some tea that's been blowing up all over the internet. Um, it's kind of died down a little bit as the week has gone on, and I don't know how many people still care about the situation, but I definitely want to see a better resolution. So I just wanted to kind of talk about my experience with Tanacon. So, for those of you who are just like living under a rock and haven't heard about Tanacon, basically what it was Tana Mojo was putting a convention together as a big like fuck you to VidCon. It was the same weekend, like 10 minutes away from their venue, and she was basically just trying to be like, well, I'm gonna treat my creators the right way. And she prided herself on making this a free event because what she's saying her main goal was to provide a safe place for creators and fans to feel included together, safe, happy, and not have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to do that. So that's all fine and great. That's awesome. When I heard she was planning this, I got super excited. I love Tana. So I was like, oh sweet, and it's free, like that's amazing. So she was saying that she was going to be releasing like thousands of free tickets. And so she tells us, oh, tickets are going live at this time on this day, be ready. So I go on this website, tickets are released at like noon or whatever time it was. I'm on this website by like 11:57, and I'm just refreshing because I'm like, God, I want to get a ticket, I want to go, I want to support her, whatever. So I'm refreshing, and then finally 12 o'clock comes around, and the tickets are released, and instantly they're sold out. I am right there on this page. As soon as the clock ticks, the very next second I refresh, and they're all gone. All of these 4,000 free tickets are just gone. Okay, that's a little weird. Not a big deal. I'll go ahead and buy the VIP. I mean, it seems like a good deal. It was, after tax, ended up being about $78, and what was promised was a gift bag worth more than 4 times the price of the ticket, and fast passes so that for any meet and greet lines, you could skip the line and be right up front, and it just seemed like a pretty good deal. I mean, less than $100 for VIP. Sweet, that's less than I pay for concert VIPs. Like, whatever, I'll do it for Tana. This convention was held in Anaheim, and I live in Colorado, so I had to buy some plane tickets. Plane tickets are not cheap. So I had to pay hundreds of dollars to book my flights. I had to pay this almost $80 for the VIP thing, and then I had to also pay for the hotel. So it kind of started to add up. It was a pretty expensive weekend, but I justified it. I was gonna meet my faves. Like, I love Bella Thorne, I love Tana, I love Shane, I love all of those people who are gonna be there, so it's worth it, right? Then comes Tanacon weekend, and it was scheduled for Friday and Saturday, and I didn't end up being able to make it out on Friday because some family stuff came up, so I ended up switching my flight. I was supposed to fly in Saturday morning and leave Sunday afternoon, and I was just gonna spend Saturday at the convention, just kind of hanging out, meeting everybody. No big deal, right? So Friday comes around, and I'm just sitting here like dealing with my family bullshit, and then I start seeing posts like, what the fuck is going on? Oh my god, this is ridiculous, what's up? And then later on in the day, we see Tanacon's canceled for the day. That's a little bit weird, so I start getting a lot of anxiety about flying out the next day after the mess that was day 1. So then come day 2, about 6 o'clock in the morning, Good Times, the company who was like sponsoring and like putting on the event, tweets out a PSA saying it's not safe, Tanacon's canceled. So what they are all claiming happened is that they sold about 5,000 tickets, and all 5,000 people came, in addition to 15,000 unticketed people, because Tana was marketing it as a free event. So people kind of just assumed like, we can just show up. supposedly people were copying tickets, and security was just like giving up on their jobs. They got lazy. They weren't scanning tickets. They weren't checking bags. They were just letting people in. Now, the problem with this is if you look at the videos from Tanacon, from the people who were waiting out in the parking lot in the hot sun for 6 hours or more, that doesn't look like 20,000 people like they're saying. There's a lot of people, but I don't think that any hotel parking lot can fit 15,000 people. I might be wrong, but that just seems a little bit extreme to me. I don't know. Not my place. I'm not like a master people counter. I don't know. Maybe they're telling the truth, but that just seems a little bit far-fetched to me and a lot of other people too. So that was the first issue. Then people started saying that mobs were breaking out, people were knocking over security guards, people were knocking down the rails, people were rushing the venue, and it was getting really violent and crazy. But where? All of the videos that I have seen, and maybe I've just missed it. I mean, I was not there that day, so I can't really solidly speak on it. I don't know what happened for sure, but I have not seen any videos of anybody getting violent or knocking people down or rushing anything. It was just a giant line of confused, upset, sad fans. And from the few people that actually did get in the convention, which, by the way, they claimed to have sold 5,000 tickets, and this convention hall, which was really just a ballroom at the hotel, had a capacity of no more than 3,000 at the very most. But it's likely that if you go on the hotel website, it will tell you the capacity of all their rooms, and it looks like the room they rented out had a capacity of less than 1,500. So if this is your max that they will hold, why did you give out 5,000 tickets? That's a little strange. And from the people that I've talked to who were there, they did not see a single person who got a free ticket. It was all VIPs. So that's a little bit fishy. And in this awesome VIP give bag worth 4 times the price of the ticket, there was a condom, there was PETA stickers, there was a little rubber bracelet, and there was like some kind of phone holder. And that's it. Not really worth over $100 if you ask me. But that's just me, I guess. So, fast forward, the people who actually got inside of the convention were posting pictures, they were posting videos of what it looked like inside. It was a hallway. It was a hallway in a hotel. And there were no bathrooms open. There was no place to buy water. There was no place to buy food. It was literally just this big hallway and then a room with a stage. And that's it. And so how are you going to call this a convention when you have one room? You don't even have bathrooms for people to use. I don't know if that's true. That's just what I've been hearing from the people who were there. So again, I'm not going to say that was like the absolute truth because I don't know. But that's what I've been hearing. So that's a little bit fishy. And outside you have thousands of people standing on the blacktop in the hot California summer sun with no water, with no shade, with no food, with nothing. They're just standing there waiting for hours on end. They released a little statement the night before day one saying, oh, check-in registration will start at 6 a.m. and then we'll start letting people in, and the convention will officially start at like 11. They didn't even start looking at tickets until like at least 8:30. So why are you telling these people to be there at 6 a.m. if you're not even going to be there till 8:30? Like, it seems like they were just planning to make people stand out in the sun, and that's not cool. But anyways, then they ended up canceling it very last minute, and Tana took a long time to say anything about it. She waited until like the very last minute, and I don't agree with that. But I do think that people are coming at her in such a violent, angry, mean way, and I think she's just as confused and heartbroken as all of us are. I truly, truly do. Because I don't think that she would have bad intentions with her name attached to something so broadly. I mean, it was Tanacon I don't think she would purposely want it to fail and get all of this negative attention. So I truly think she had good intentions. I think she really did want this to work, but I just don't think she had enough time. I think it really was about this vengeance that she has against VidCon and trying to, outshine them, and it looked like it was gonna work, and it didn't. And it's not all Tana's fault that, extra people showed up, that there wasn't enough security, that this and that, whatever. Absolutely not her fault. It's out of her control. My heart is so broken for her because I can't even imagine how bad she must feel about that. However, I do think she should have spoken out a little bit sooner. I do think she should be more on top of it, trying to fix it, trying to make it right. So far, there have been about 2 statements, and they haven't even, gone together, and the company who put this on was saying, oh, everyone will get a refund, but you have to email this address. And then they said, well, wait, everyone will get a refund, but you have to submit a claim. And so we're all just kind of like, what is going on? Can we get our money back? What's up? And I was lucky enough to have seen the cancellation notice before I hopped on the plane and flew out there. But the hotel still charged me for that night because I canceled so last minute. So I paid for a hotel room that I wasn't even in. I still had to pay for my flights. I had a cancellation fee for my flight. I still had to pay for the VIP ticket. So I lost hundreds of dollars on this weekend and literally got nothing in return. And there are so many other people. I heard about a girl who flew in from Australia for this. That's like a 20-hour flight. For that, my heart is so broken for the people who weren't as lucky as me and who did fly out and did have to wait in the sun and got burned and passed out. Someone went to the hospital. It was just a disaster. And I truly, truly, truly hope that people don't just stop talking about this. I hope they don't just accept what people are saying and move on. I hope that they dive into this and figure out the truth, because we deserve it. We deserve to know what happened here. And I hope that Tana can make it right. I hope that Good Times can make it right. And I hope that Tana can move forward past this and she doesn't just hold this with her for such a long time, because she truly does have such a big heart. She's one of the nicest people I've ever met. And so I really hope that, she is able to move past this after she makes it right. There's been a lot of, big celebrities like YouTube stars coming at her, throwing shade, but there's also been a lot of really supportive people. So it's been really a wild ride, kind of seeing both sides of it, how people are coming at her for this. And it'll just be really interesting to see how it all plays out. So, yeah, if you were one of the people there, I would love to hear your story. I'm so sorry about what happened to you. If you didn't know what Tanacon was or what happened, I hope that kind of explained it. If you were a part of planning it, please help us. And I'll see you guys next week.